Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm the Red Baron, and today we'll be taking a look at the P51 D20NA premium that you can buy as a pack on the Gaijin store. This plane was requested by Wolfless Thunder. Wanted to see if it was worth getting to grind out the Americans, and I'm not quite sure what to say about it. I mean, I don't like P51s in the slightest. They just don't suit me. I mean, the P51C that just got added last patch, that's at, like, I think, was it 4.0 or something like that? That is an okay aircraft. It seems like it has a much better engine than this thing. So yes, there's the stat card. You get 498% RP booster, 810% Silverline booster. So, I mean, it's okay. Got your armor. Nothing. It's not really a tank, so there you go. Bulletproof glass. That's pretty good for head-ons. You got all your internal modules and components. Whatever. Very standard stuff. But yeah, I would not personally recommend this, but that is just my opinion. I hate P51s. There are better things to fly than this thing. Like, if I could give you something better, I'd probably say just go with the P61 at 3.7. So, yeah, let's get into a game and see how you use this. So, when you first get into a game, you will immediately want to side climb. As the thing doesn't climb real well, at least in my opinion, there are better things, like most of the Japanese stuff, a lot of the German stuff. I've probably seen an LA5 a few times out climb one of these things at the start of a game. So, but in this aircraft, you are an opportunistic hunter. If you've ever seen the movie Red Tails or something like that, and you think that the P51 won the war and that the P51 is this great thing that can never be beaten, and you go and you drop $49 on the game to pick this thing up expecting it to be flawless, you have just made a very, very foolish mistake, because I think it was Fly Daily once said in one of his videos, flying this thing is like doing homework. It's not very fun, and it's always like, you always have to be doing something in order to keep this thing alive. You can't just dive in and turn fight people, because the thing's turn fighting capabilities suck. Thing's high speed performance is okay. I definitely prefer the C Mustang's high speed performance over this thing, as you'll see in a few minutes here when I take a few passes on an enemy fighter. I can't get my guns on target because the thing is giving me issues. If that makes any sense. I mean, the thing will really stop performing above like 700 kilometers per hour. But if you're trying to get away from someone and running in a straight line, this is a plane to get. But if you want to have fun matches, I would not suggest this thing. I would suggest researching the P51C in the normal tech tree, the Red Tail Mustang, but I would not suggest getting any of these D Mustangs, and don't even get me started on the D30 tech tree one at like 5.0. That is just ridiculous. I think it's outperformed by pretty much everything. The only one I think that might actually be good besides the C is probably the H, which means you'll have to suffer through grinding the D5 and maybe the D30 if you really want it before going to the H, which is kind of ridiculous. But there are two premium variants. There's the D20NA, which I'm flying, and then there's the D5, or no, D10, excuse me, D5's tech tree. And they are both basically pieces of shit. I just do not like them. I would highly not recommend them. But you'll see here now as I come in, you know, past 700. Like, I come in, I've got the trajectory right, but I can't. He turns, and I just can't. Like, it's just like, no. So I immediately put it back into the vertical to come back through. And this is why you must make sure you pretty much single people out at low altitude, and you have to make sure people are like outside of 6 kilometers away from you, otherwise you're going to get jumped so hard. As I might have heard that other plane come through, took some shots at me. I've got an IL-2 and a BF-109 on my tail, and then another BF-109 comes from the top and tries shooting me. As you see, I lost all my speed, which means now I'm dead. Yes, there goes my wing. Starts on fire on that fuel tank, and that is basically how most games go for most people who fly it. I thought I was good enough that I'd side climb long enough and people were at low enough altitude and I could have my way with them, but I was mistaken and I paid the price for it because the BF-109 is far superior to this aircraft, unless it's an E1 or a B1 or an A1 or whatever those early variants are. But pretty much all the other ones are superior. So all in all, to recap, Wolfless or whoever is watching this, I would not suggest this plane. You just saw a very, very common match right there. About a 5-minute up, shoot someone down and get killed immediately because you didn't realize that someone else was above you. Or you did and you just were careless. In that case, I mean, you guess I could call it carelessness because I didn't make absolute sure, but I was pretty sure. So, yeah, without a doubt, I would not buy this. So yes, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video and stream, and Reds out.